Okay, we'll call the meeting to order. We may have the roll call, please.
Board members Dana Gamblin, Gary Gundelsberger,
Here.
Walt Matthews,
Here.
Sharon Johnson, Janice Warner,
Here.
Don Sharad,
Here.
Lisa Mazuka. Here.
Okay. Move on to the swearing in of participants.
Because this is an adjudication hearing that is based on facts and not public opinion, therefore everyone that is going to testify must be sworn in. And if you wish to testify, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
You are sworn in.
Okay, let's move on to the approval of the previous meeting minutes from March 28th, 2023.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion on the minutes? If not, going to have a roll call, please, on the approval.
Sure. Madam Chairperson Gamblin, Gary Gundelsberger.
Yes?
Walt Matthews.
Yes.
Janice Warner.
Yes.
Don Sharad.
Yes.
Lisa Mazuka. Yes.
I see no old business, so we'll move on to new business. Can you read the first case, please?
Yes, case number EN 2023-0491. William Irvin is appealing the first administrative penalty amount of $100 for property address 1402 Clinton Street, Sandusky, Ohio, parcel number 5801319.000.
Good evening, Ron Snyder. I am a code compliance inspector. As indicated, the address 1402 Clinton Street is the property in question. March 22nd of 2023, while I was in the field, I observed the said address to have a number of exterior concerns. So as I started looking around the property, I noticed a section of eave on the north side of the residence. It was separating basically the fascia, soffit, drip edge was starting to droop or sag away from the house. The roof on the same day. If you can look at the photo is also in your PowerPoint presentation, right? Right there in the eave area, just the appearance alone looked like we had started getting some separation. Again, in the eave area, right around that drip edge. Initially, I know I've had conversations with the owner who's here tonight. If there wasn't necessarily a leak, that was something that was going to give him some concern in the very near future. We had a downspout section that was missing off that northwest corner of the residence there. Gutter condition as well. The gutter there, what was initially that first photo that I showed you where we have an issue with that eave, and then that other area there, that gutter was starting to sag, droop. The exterior surface maintenance, if we look right there, we got a piece of vinyl that's on that east side that was starting to come loose. And then there's a section there, that photo there will be a little more evident in future photos here, but it is part of your packet as well, to where there's a section of vinyl that's missing off that east side of the residence, and you can see the OSB board underneath. Then I was looking here, we got some concerns with the fence that runs not only to the east side of the property, but also to the north side of the property. There were slats missing, sections of slats that were broken out. So as a result of what I observed, I went ahead and drafted a notice in order of violations and forwarded that off to the property owner. There's let me go back. The letter itself, you notice that it was unclaimed as far as certified mail. Certificate of mail shows date of going out. I did not get any mail back. Lack of better terms, snail mail, meaning regular mail going out. I did get back the unclaimed certified, but no letter coming back to me as indicating that at least one type of correspondence did not get to the property owner. So the first reinspection was scheduled for April 25th of 2023, which time I found no change. So if you look in the PowerPoint or the photos that were within the package, you'll notice that that photo there is almost identical to the date that I initially seen. As far as the roof condition, we had the same issues on the 25th. April 25th, as far as the downspout section right there, still was not installed. And again, with the gutter condition, the drooping gutter there and that gutter there. You notice the picture on the left. That section there is a little more evident to where that vinyl or was missing from that east side, exposing and the issue here as well. The fence maintenance, the slats were still missing and still broken. April 26th, first administrative penalty for $100 was prepared and sent to the property owner. Certified mail, certificate of mail and the invoice, and then an administrative penalty evaluation was also done on that. And subsequently, the property owner, Mr. Irvin, came in May 4th, 2023, and requested an appeal for the administrative penalty. So.
Okay, thank you. Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah, we want the gentleman to come up.
Yes. Mr. Irvin, you want to come to the microphone now? And
Sir.
if you would begin stating your name and your address, please.
My name is William Irvin, and I live 1402 Clinton Street.
Okay, and go ahead, tell us about your situation here.
So basically, the only reason I appealed it is because I never received the first letter until after I received the $100 fine. And then when I received the letter, it was like somebody already opened it and just shoved it in my mailbox. Like it was out of the envelope, the paper was all unfolded, pushed in there. That was after I received the $100 penalty. But since I received that penalty, I've been very communicative with Ron, and I've been trying to make these fixes and changes to the house because I didn't receive the first one, so I had no idea. Ever since I have received it, I've been making continuous efforts to replace and fix stuff. Good. And being very communicative with them as much as I can.
Good. And one point that I'd like to make is in previous meetings and hearings that we've held, I've always contended that communication is key. If people will please communicate with the code inspector, we can move things along much easier, much quicker. So I do appreciate that. Thank you. Does anyone have any questions for Mr. Irvin?
Yes, I do. You said you done work on it. What work did you do? 'Cause everything looks the same here.
Well, since I received that letter, I've replaced some of the fence pieces. There's a downspout, and I rehung the gutter and cleaned it out. He should have those in pictures as well. I think he said he took them.
The photos I gave you, Mr. Matthews, recently here, it's a small packet I just gave you. Everything has been complied with short of the loose piece of vinyl on the east side and the section of aluminum or vinyl that's missing from that east portion of the residence. The downspout, he had a contractor come out, take a look at his roof, gave him a thumbs up, said that the underlay or the plywood that's underneath the shingles, it's undamaged. He doesn't have any leaks to the interior. So I basically told him that just keep an eye on that. That would be something maybe down the road that's going to affect that area of that eave. But there's just those two things to the east side of the house that need to be taken care of as of right now. All the other issues have been addressed.
Okay.
So,
And the vinyl I will knock out very soon. I just wanted to, that gutter is the most important, so I was trying to go most important, then the fence, now I'll hit that vinyl.
Good. Okay.
I have one
Mr.
question. Ron, when you were talking before, you mentioned something about the mail, and I got a little lost when you were saying the first one and the second one.
So what we do is, in regards to the mail, we send out 2 correspondents in the mail. One goes certified, one goes, again, lack of better term, snail mail, regular
Okay.
mail. There are some times when we don't get the certified unclaimed back as soon as what we would like to. We can't control the post office. I never got a letter back from the post office indicating that snail mail was unable to be delivered, so I had every reason to believe that he had gotten that mail. And what he's indicating is the mail came very late, and as if it got prolonged somewhere in the process. So,
As if a neighbor or somebody already opened it and then just realized it wasn't theirs and shoved it in my mailbox later time.
Okay.
Anybody else have any questions? What would the board like to do?
If I may,
Go ahead.
I'd like to make a motion that says that we let him continue to work off the final siding. And the other item, you said you were going to work, maybe can we hold it in advance for the next meeting, see if he does that?
So we have a motion on the floor. Do we have a second for that motion?
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second to allow you to continue to work on your corrections. And within a month's time, do you believe you can solve this problem?
100%, sir.
Okay, and providing that happens, then the penalty would be waived? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's what I'd be requesting.
Okay. Is there any comment on that?
Is there any way I can get a copy of the pictures or no?
right, which ones are you looking for?
I just, the vinyl ones, because
You can have one of those packets. It'll
Okay, thank you,
it'll
sir.
have that in there for you.
the vinyl ones, I wasn't exactly sure from your directions which one it was, but now I see it, so it'd be perfect. I knew the one in the backyard, but this is the one I didn't know about.
Okay, that's just.
I'll get that one.
Good wind, and that's going to start with.
This was like that when I bought the house, so I'll just be sure to fix it. Within the month's time, they'll both be fixed.
So with that said, a motion on the floor and a second. Let's take a vote.
Mr. Gundelsberger,
Yes.
Mr. Matthews,
Yes.
Ms. Warner,
Yes.
Mr. Sharrah,
Yes.
Ms. Mazuka.
Yes.
Okay, that motion passes. So we'll plan to see you again at the next month, which is in June 27th is our next meeting date. And if you are able to make these corrections prior to the meeting, we'll know that information from the code inspector, whether or not you need to appear.
Thank you so much, guys.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Good to go?
You're good to go.
Bless, guys. Have a good day.
And since we have no other business, I think I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion?
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? No one's opposed. We are adjourned.